So, what's up, collective? It's 2 something in the morning. 2:48, July 20th. And I just got out the shower not too long ago. And as I was preparing to get into the shower, I got a name. That's not what that really gets too many names. One to the blue moon, I get a name. Oh good. It did it for me. Went to the blue moon, I'll get a name. And so I got a name. And this is probably definitely my energy because it's 2 something in the morning and I'm about to go take a shower. So this is definitely my energy. So this is definitely personal energy reading. I was gonna do this pre-recorded, but I asked if I should go live and the spirit said yes. So I'm going live at 2 something in the morning. So the name that I got was Alberto. The way I heard it was Alberto, which is Alberto. In English. Hold on, let me make sure I got the volume right. Hold on, let me make sure I got the volume right. Okay, working perfectly. So I thought the camera was on here was crappy, but I guess the way I look at it on the computer, it looks crappy. But when I look at it on the screen, it don't look too bad. Anyway, so I wrote the name down. The name Alberto. Download. So we're gonna tap into who this Alberto is. Collective. And we're gonna see. I just heard blasphemy. And then look, I pick up the deck and I say false flame. I just heard blasphemy. So this Alberto character is blasphemous. And we're going to figure out why this Alberto person is in my energy. And we're going to see what this Alberto person is doing in my energy. Personally, I don't know anybody by the name of Alberto, whether in English or in Spanish version, Alberto. I don't know nobody named Alberto. So collective. I should have shuffled this deck before I got on camera, but this was the last deck that I forgot to shuffle. So forgive me. I just look raid, disloyal. So look, blasphemous, raid. This Alberto might be getting raided. They disloyal. Disloyal is another way of saying blasphemous. So we gonna see collective. False marriage, maybe because the card folded when I put it into the thing. Maybe this Alberto is in a false marriage. They're disloyal. They could be disloyal in their marriage. So angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, please provide me with some insight. I'm not going to bang no bell because it's late. But I will spray over here. Let's get to the nitty gritty and let's just see who this Alberto is. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light's attribute only. Please provide me with some insight with this download that you provided me. Who is Alberto? Alberto is how I heard it. Alberto. So we already know that this person is Hispanic. Who is this Alberto? Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light. Who is Alberto in my energy? A soulmate? A spiritual occultist. One more time. Who is this? Alberto. Somebody's grandfather. Ooh, that's dark. Hold on 1 second. Collect this. I don't know if that made it better or not. Let me put that light on. Maybe it did. Let me see. Can see the card better. Yeah. Okay. So we got grandfather energy. So this Alberto could be a grandfather energy. This Alberto could be somebody's grandfather. Who is this Alberto? Somebody's son, a grandfather's son, a karmic son. A religious figure as I split the deck. Alberto is... I don't know if Alberto is the grandfather, a karmic son, religious figure. It's saying grandfather, karmic son, religious figure. A karmic family as I split the deck. Alberto is somebody's ex-boyfriend. I don't have an ex-boyfriend named Alberto. A karmic family. So Alberto is a part of this karmic family. This Alberto could be somebody's grandfather or the grandfather. Alberto could be somebody's karmic son. Alberto could be this religious figure. But Alberto is a part of this karmic family that could be attacking me. As I pick up the deck, it says to hide under a false appearance, pretending in disguise, fake, let on, bluff, counterfeit, assume sham. So what it's saying is this Alberto is faking, is pretending to be somebody that they're not. They're wearing a mask. They're concealing facts or intentions or their feelings. This is what this Alberto character is. What about this Alberto? What I need to know about this Alberto, spirit, angels, ancestors, divine white light, God, the most high divine. What are you trying to tell me about this Alberto? I'm going to remove this out here. I'm going to pluck again. I'm going to put this aside, but I'm going to probably pluck it again. But what are you trying to tell me about this Alberto? What about this Alberto? Alberto. Something extraordinary or surprising. An apparition. Maybe this is a spirit. Who is Alberto? What is Alberto? What do I need to know about Alberto? A strategy. Alberto was trying to work out some type of strategy. Alberto was trying to work out a method that was worked out in advance to achieve some type of objective. Alberto put together to perform one or more vital functions. Alberto is the one that planned something. Alberto was scheming. Alberto was proposing a master plan, a game plan. Alberto could be the master planner of some type of strategy, a fabrication, adversity. Alberto could be the person who had a game plan, a master plan to tell some lie, to cause some type of adversity. So it's saying that there's somebody named Alberto is the person who planned and schemed, who came up with a master plan, a game plan to lie on me, to tell untruths, to fabricate in my name, on my name, and they were trying to cause me adversity. Strategy, fabrication, adversity. They were trying to come up with a strategy to lie on me to cause me adversity. A serious, they're trying to block my throat. So I guess I'm on point. Alberto could be watching me because the only other person that's watching me is me from my other phone. And there's two people watching. So I guess Alberto is watching me trying to block my throat. Because you damn sure didn't like the video. So you're definitely a troll at 2 something in the morning. So Alberto was the master planner of this lie against me to try to cause me a series of continued difficulties. They were trying to cause me some type of unhappiness. They were trying to cause some change of fortune. They were trying to ensure a state of distress. They were trying to have me have bad luck. This Alberto person wanted to me to have some type of misadventure, misfortune, the tragedy. They was causing some type of opposition and hostility in my energy. So Alberto, the name Alberto could be the person who is attacking me, who is the master planner, who is the yeah, look, I split the deck and it's saying wary and shield. And wary and shield is basically saying that I was alerted, I was cautioned, I've been marked by keen caution, and I've been detecting and escaping danger. So I've been detecting and escaping this danger, this master plan that they had. And I'm being protected from these fabrications, shielded, to protect with or with a shield, to provide protective cover or shield something or someone that protects or defends, to cut off from observation. Somebody could have defended me from a lie. Somebody could have protected me from a lie or defended me from a lie. I had some type of defense, a cover, a protection, a ward from these lies, these fabrications. I was being cautioned. I was being alerted by my intuition, because it says marked by keen caution. I was given insight to this master plan that somebody had, and we already know because I already talk about it online. Yeah, I'm being protected by this system. I'm being protected by a network, a web, a form of social economics, or a political organization, or a practice of forming a network, especially for distributing something or serving a common purpose. I'm protected from these people that were telling lies. They could have been doing this online because it says network and web. So somebody named Alberto was the one that had this master plan to lie on me online, on the internet, on the web, to cause me some type of adversity. They could be connected to a political organization, some type of social group. Yeah, the simulation came out again. This is the first card that we saw. This is somebody that's hiding under a false appearance, and they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. They're in disguise. They're fake. They let on a bluff, a counterfeit, a sham. They wear a mask, and they're concealing facts and their intentions and their feelings. So Alberto is the troublemaker online. That's what it's saying. Somebody named Alberto has been causing problems for me. Somebody named Roberto has been causing problems, collective. Lying on me. On the internet. Because they are part of some type of organization, a political organization or some type of organization. And they all work together to perform some type of whatever, a scheme, a master plan. They were all serving a common purpose. And it was to lie on me to cause me adversity so that I could have some bad luck, so I could be in distress, so that I could be unhappy, so that I could have misfortunes, so that I could have some type of tragedy. They were causing me opposition. What else? Angels, ancestors. What else do I need to know? Yeah, there's somebody that's a counterfeit. This is somebody that's a copycat. They were replicating me. This Alberto was being a counterfeit, replicating me. They are fake. They're imposter. They are fraud, imitation, insincere, forged, bogus, a phony, a false, a hoax. This is the second time this comes out. These words, a sham, intent to deceive or pretend. This is the simulation card. So it ended with this on top of the deck, and it starts with the same information. This is a counterfeit. This is somebody that's faking. This is my copycat. This is the information. This is Alberto. His name is Alberto. This is the one that stutters because I'm stuttering now. I hear sirens, but very faint in the background. I don't know if it's going to get louder or not, but I do hear sirens, very faint. So collective, this is the person that has been replicating me online. This was their game plan. This was their strategy to be a counterfeit, to be a replica. Alberto is the counterfeit, is the replica. He's the imposter. He's the fraud. He's the one that's pretending to be something that he's not. He's been replicating me as somebody named Alberto. A siren energy, enchanted. This person is a femme fatale. This person could be, it says siren enchanted. They're poisonous. It says femme fatale, temptress, seductress, entice, allures person to act against his or her better judgment. A warning sign mermaid. This person could work with water. They could work with siren energy, poisonous siren energy. A femme fatale, temptress, seductress. This somebody they could use their body to entice and lure people. Alberto could use his sex magic. That's what I just heard. Wow, we got authentic in the reverse. This person is not real. We got counterfeit and authentic. This counterfeit, that's just saying counterfeit in again. This person is a counterfeit. This person was causing me adversity. They were trying to say that I wasn't authentic. That's what I'm taking it, because this is landing under adversity. A series of continued difficulties to cause unhappiness. Somebody could have been saying that I'm a counterfeit. Somebody was trying to replicate me, trying to be in my energy, to make it seem like they're the authentic person, but they're not. They're not authentic. They're not authentic. They're not guaranteed. They're not real. They're fake. And I've been getting information because I've been ascending. I've been having an ascension. This is wary. This is landing on the wary. Ascension upgrade. To rise up, uplift, higher ascension and promotion. So I was detecting and escaping danger because I've been ascending. I've been upgraded. I've been risen up from this adversity that they were trying to cause. What else? Yeah, she look it. This is landing on the shield. Somebody's mad that I'm protected. Somebody got an attitude. They're in their feelings because I'm protected. We got cleansing because I've been cleansing my energy. They mad. One more card, please. Yeah, track system in the reverse. Track guide, but it came out in the reverse. So somebody, this network, this web, this political organization, whatever it is, they was trying to track me. They were following me. I was being monitored. I was being stalked. I was being tailgated. I was being triangulated, and they can no longer do that since it came out in the reverse. So this network or web of people that was practicing and forming something, a scheme, a plan that served a common purpose for all of them to come up against me, they can no longer follow me. They can no longer monitor me. They can no longer stalk me. They can do it online because, I have a platform. But if they was doing this in person, if they were physically trying to triangulate me, if they were physically following me and stalking me and tailgate me, they cannot do that. That's what it's saying. Yeah, public service as I split the deck. This could be a community. This could be a nonprofit organization, somebody that's a part of a neighborhood watch or a government system. This is somebody, it says dissimulation. This person that's hiding under a fake appearance, this person is a part of a community that this person provides a public service to a community. This Alberto is part of a nonprofit organization or a political they could be part of a nonprofit political organization. They part of some type of neighborhood watch, and they're connected to some type of governmental system. And they're lying. They're fake. They're hiding under a false appearance, under these things, and under this fucking community. This person could have a bullshit organization. This nonprofit organization is fake. Since it says dissimulation, it says wearing a mask, concealing facts. So somebody's concealing the facts about some type of public service that they provide in the community. When it comes to some type of organization that's a part of the neighborhood, that could be attached to some type of system, a part of the government. So this Alberto is connected to some type of government system that's connected to a neighborhood watch, that's connected to some type of nonprofit organization or a political organization. And if I'm going to pluck the cards again from the beginning, but it says this person is a part of a karmic family, grandfather, karmic son, and religious figure came out. This could be a religious figure. Grandfather karmic. A grandfather that's karmic and their son that's a religious figure. I just heard Junior. They share the same name. Somebody's tag name could be Berto. Instead of Alberto, the son's name could go by Berto instead of Alberto, Berto. Ito. I just heard Ito. That name sounds familiar to me, though. Let's continue to pluck collective and see what we exposing from this Alberto. It's saying a grandfather's karmic son, that's a religious figure. A karmic family's grandfather, a karmic part of that. I want to make sure I get this right because karmic family is on top of the deck over here. So this is a karmic grandfather that's karmic. Their son, a religious figure, karmic family. Anyway, let's pluck. What else? It says their magic has been rendered powerless. So whatever spell work they were doing, whatever power they had, they don't have it no more. It says they buried you in the ground, but you sprouted a crown. So somebody did spell work on me. They buried me. They put me in the dirt. But God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. So their magic has been rendered powerless. Them trying to bury me, I still sprouted a crown. It says, yeah, they were in combat mode, war with me. So they started a war with me. They wanted to fight while I'm having an ascension and upgrading, and they pissed off and they mad that I'm protected from this adversity, this war they trying to create. Yeah, now they have PTSD. They have post-traumatic stress now, collective. What's up, troll? Because you watching, you didn't like the video. How you doing? That notification button said, bing, bing, she's online. Let me see. Let me see what spell work I can throw to her. Let me see if I'm getting exposed online. Yes, you're getting exposed online. Yeah, you go on Looney Tunes. You go on Looney Tunes watching me because you're getting exposed. You go on Looney Tunes because your magic is rendered powerless. You don't got no magic. Yeah, you buried me in the ground, but I sprouted a crown and I still got my heirloom. You was trying to, you go on Looney Tunes because I'm still getting what's mine. You're damn right. I work hard for it. Evidence was found that you was at war with me. There was evidence found that you were causing problems. Evidence was found. Yeah, evidence was found about this fire starter. Evidence was found on this fire starter collective that was coming from me. It's Alberto. Yeah, they thought they had a reason to attack me. Alberto thought they had a plausible cause. What cause could you possibly think that you had the right to attack me? It says someone was on their high horse and now they feeling like a jackass. Someone was on their high horse and now they feeling like a jackass because somebody lied on me. The last reading that I saw, it said a childhood energy. This could be somebody from my childhood or they just in childhood energy. Evidence was found on this person. It says their secret love affair is getting exposed. Somebody having a secret love affair and they're having PTSD. It says the devil is sick for being a prick trying to be a dumb trick. Wait, let me say it again. The devil is sick for being a prick playing dumb tricks. That's what it says. Because somebody thought that they were big, bad, and bougie. It says now they stuck in a sticky situation because they was on a high horse. Now they feeling like a fucking jackass. And now they sick. They could be sick. Yeah, they fucking corny, actually. Goodness gracious. And they unprotected, too. Lord of mercy. It says they were out here doing dream magic. That's what their strategy was. They was out here doing some dream magic on me, collective. The downstairs neighbor, name is Alberto. This is literally landing right under the name Alberto. So the downstairs neighbor, his name is whoever the downstairs neighbor is. There's a downstairs neighbor named Alberto. I want to know if this is current energy or past energy. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light attribute only angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light attribute only. Please provide me with insight. Is this past downstairs neighbor? No. Is this current downstairs neighbor? This is current downstairs neighbor. Obviously, I don't know why I'm asking about the past, because the last time I did my video was this morning, and it was a personal reading, and it said current home and work community, and it did say online community. So this Alberto in my current home community, that's a downstairs neighbor, that's connected to some type of public service in the community, that's a part of some type of nonprofit organization that's fraudulent. They're part of some fake neighborhood watch, and they're connected to some type of governmental system. This is the person that has been committing identity theft. Confirmation with the siren. A siren is coming. I don't know if it's going to get louder over here, but a siren. I heard the siren. So let's keep on plucking. This is idiots. Well, the downstairs neighbor is a bunch of idiots. They no longer serve a purpose. Yeah, endings is happening. They tried to water me down, but I only rejuvenated and revitalized my garden. Yeah, they buried me. They buried me in the ground, but I sprouted a crown. They tried to water me down. Bars. Not for sale. They were trying to sell me. They were trying to sell my soul, sell my body, sell my mind. They were trying to sell something when it comes to me, my energy. Bunch of idiots was trying to sell my energy. That's what I just heard. They were trying to sell my energy. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, because they're running out of money. They were trying to sell my energy because they're running out of money. A kid ran away. Somebody's kid could have ran away. This is not the first, second, or third time this comes out in my own personal reading. Somebody's kid ran away. Or somebody's kid is gonna run away. Yeah, soul swapper. This person was trying to soul swap with me. Somebody's child is gonna run away, or somebody's child ran away because they was out here being a soul swapper. Yeah, they was blind faith. I'm somebody that has blind faith. They was in combat mode war with somebody that has blind faith. Yes, I have blind faith. I believe in God. I don't need to know if God was human or not. What I believe is probably what some people believe anyway. I believe that God, if people think Jesus is God, right? Then I believe that, or a theory, per se, that God could have been Jesus in human form. Because if you think about it, if you go by based on the Bible, Mary was a virgin, right? Supposedly. So how the fuck she got pregnant if she was a virgin? And why wouldn't God want to know how his creations live, right? Because if he walked around the earth as a human race, he would know what to fix, right? He can see who's a believer or not in magic, in miracles, in blind faith. He could see for himself. If he was in a cave, if they crucified him, right? I need y'all to think. If they crucified him and then they put it and left him hanging 3 days, and then they put him in a cave and he was not in the cave, he walked out the cave, I really need y'all to think about that. Either Jesus was a magical being, an alien, or he was God incarnate and he could not be killed. Let y'all ponder on that. It says their masks have cracked and have fallen off the hidden enemy. Confirmation. As soon as I said that, I get a notification. So the mask has cracked and has fallen off this hidden enemy, whose name is Alberto, and he's a downstairs neighbor that's in this current building of mine that I live in. And he's a part of the community. He provides some type of public service in the community. He's a part of some type of neighborhood watch in the community. He's a part of some type of nonprofit organization. He's a part of some type of government system. And he's been attacking me, doing spell work, doing dream magic, trying to swap out my soul. And he's out here trying to sell my energy for money because he's going broke. And he lied on me on the internet, on the web, and in the community. That's the one that could have broken into my home. It says they under a black cloud now. I bet they are. This downstairs neighbor, they under a black cloud because endings is happening. Look, father's side of the family, grandfather, karmic, son, religious figure. This is somebody's father's side of the family, masculine energy, a bunch of idiots. A downstairs neighbor. They were out here trying to spiritual organ harvest for me. Somebody's father's side of the family. The grandfather is a karmic. Their son is a religious figure. Their grandfather and a son. These are two older men. Let me tell you something. That's how I know that I must be on point. Because it's quiet. Even though it's 2 something in the morning, 3 something in the morning, it's quiet. And normally, my upstairs neighbors will be walking around. The downstairs neighbor would have came upstairs. Oh, no. That means I'm on point. I'm hitting something and somebody is nervous. I don't feel it in my energy, but it's quiet. And right before I came on this live, there was spell work that was thrown at me. Because right before I came on this live, I sneezed one time real loud and was belching after I came out the shower. So I got the download before I got in the shower. Started belching when I got out the shower. And there goes the upstairs neighbors. And I sneezed really loud. One big ass sneeze. It's because these people are jealous and envious of me. You a whole masculine energy and you jealous and envious of a fucking female. It can make sense. Because I'm protected. They jealous and envious because I'm protected and they unprotected. They jealous and envious because I'm protected and I am a person of blind faith. They jealous and envious because they cannot fucking sell my energy or sell out my soul or swap out my soul. Yeah, because I'm coming out as a Mulan energy. I'm coming out as a warrior. And they were paid to cause harm. Whoever's magic is rendered powerless, they were paid to cause me harm. They were out here searching for information on how to bury me, on how to cause a war with me. They were not, but they out here trying to deny allegations and claims. If there's somebody in this building that's a downstairs neighbor, and his name is Alberto, and they're a religious figure, and they connected to some type of community, nonprofit organization, neighborhood watch, a government system, then everybody knows, whoever knows who this is that I'm talking about, they know I'm not lying. I may not know who this Alberto is, but everybody else that lives in this building, they know who this Alberto is. Alberto. So I don't need to worry about it. All I know is that they were in my energy right before I got in the shower. So somebody was probably trying to do some shit to me with the water. Now they can't deny these allegations and claims no more. Because it's literally saying Alberto, a downstairs neighbor, a grandfather, karmic son, religious figure. That's a part of some type of community shit that's over here in this community. Something about January. They could be a Capricorn, or they could be an Aquarius, or they did something in January. Father related. Look at that. Father side of the family. Grandfather son is masculine. A father related. Evidence was found on a father related that was searching for information. Entrapment. Now they entrap. This fire starter is out here trying to deny allegations and claims, but evidence was found. And now they entrap because they are the fire starter. Whoever Alberto is the fire starter. Yeah, they're unable to escape this karma. Energy don't lie. I'm just plucking. They thought they had a reason to attack me, and they didn't have no reason to attack me. And I was just saying, I was just watching the last reading, and in the last reading that I watched, it said somebody lied and said that I was doing shit to them, and I was never doing. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I don't really gotta defend myself. I really don't. But I don't fuck with that shit, bitch. I was raised right. I know better than to fuck with the devil. I'm not stupid. Nor do I need to do any spell work on anybody, because karma's a bitch. The universe is going to work for me. Because what you put out in the air is going to come back. You know why I know? Because when I was a karmic person, when I was a young girl, a teenager, before having my child, I got karma. I paid for karma. Karma's real. That's why I don't fuck with it. That's why I don't do bad shit to people. I don't talk shit about people. Because that shit will come and right back, bite you in your ass. I have been bitten by karma. I know better. Been there, done that. But I ain't never stooped to the amount that these people have stooped to come for somebody. I would never. Not even if I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you, and that's it. I ain't talking to you. You're not a thought in my head. If I don't like you and you're not a person that I vibe with, you're not a thought in my head. You're fucking relevant. So why would I waste my time on someone who's irrelevant, that I don't like? We're not on the same vibe. Why would I even waste my time? Why would you even have space in my brain or in my energy? Make it make sense. These are people that are a bunch of addicts. They're a bunch of drug dealers. They're cokeheads, crackheads, dopeheads, alcoholics, or whatever else they fucking do. It says this person can have an STD. They can suffer. They can have syphilis because that's what it says on the card. Syphilis. Somebody can have an STD from a secret love affair. Look, this is landing on secret love affair. They entrapped. This person is entrapped because of their fucking sexual ways. Their secret love affair is getting exposed, and they have a motherfucking STD, and they can have suffer from syphilis. That's gonna be the STD that they got. Yeah, they being humiliated. You goddamn right. If your name is Alberto and you a downstairs neighbor, bitch, you got a STD. Your secret love affair is getting exposed, and the secret love affair that's getting exposed is that you like to fuck with little girls or little boys. This is why this kid ran away. A kid ran away because this person Alberto probably molested this little boy or this little girl. Statutory rape is what I heard the other day. It was the last download that I got before today. Somebody's in a relationship with a minor. It might be consensual, but this person is still under the age of 18. And this grandfather energy or this son religious figure in front is a religious figure. They're part of the government. And you fucking with somebody that's not over the age of 21. The government, look at that. They're in a sticky situation. They're corny. They could be a part of the government. They be humiliated in the government. The government is being humiliated. They were in your lane. The government was in my lane. There's somebody that's a part of a government system. So the confirmation that this person is a part of the government, of the judicial system, has some type of position in the judicial system. They're a dirty cop, the corrupted system. I don't want to say dirty cop, but they're dirty something. Yeah, professional idiot. Wow. They're not a professional anything. This person is a professional idiot. If professional idiots is that money that they thought they were gaining, they're not getting a dime. So whatever money that they thought they were getting, they're not getting anything. It says they were playing with my devices and causing interference. So Alberto, the downstairs neighbor, was the one that was trying to hack into my internet. It says they created a monster, a beast unleashed. Yes, they did. They created a monster in me. Can't stop, won't stop. You're not going to stop. You won't stop. Neither will I. I'm going to continue to upgrading. I'm going to continue to ascend. I'm going to continue to build. I'm going to continue to push forward. All because you're trying to stop me. You're going to get an undesired outcome. Like I said, you created a monster in me. You created a beast. It's unleashed. You put me in beast mode, bitch. Now, it's like you open Pandora's box. You broke the top, and now you cannot close it. Now all hell is breaking loose for you, you stupid bitch. If you really know what Pandora's box is. This could also be somebody this is somebody that's in my past home community. This is somebody from my past home community. That could be in my current home community. Yeah, someone you work with. Past or present. This could be somebody from my past community, work or home community that I worked with. I don't really know an Alberto, to be honest with you. I don't remember an Alberto. I don't remember an Ito. Ito sounds familiar. The name Ito sounds familiar to me. There was somebody definitely from my past that I grew up with. His nickname was Ito. If his real name was Alberto, I wouldn't have known that. Or maybe I do know that and I don't remember. And I'm trying to put the face to the name, and I know this nigga is light skinned. That's all I remember. And this Ito, I hung out with him when I was young. I think this person was a friend of mine from my past home community. Because that name, I definitely fucking remember. But an Alberto or Alberto, I don't remember. Not from a school, not from a work. But Ito, I remember that date. So let's continue to pluck. It says they playing victim. They out here playing victim. You playing victim now because evidence was found on you. And every time I do a personal reading, you keep coming out. This is the only one that has been hiding is the downstairs neighbor. And the downstairs neighbor has been coming a lot lately every time I do a personal reading now. The upstairs neighbor don't need to come out because the upstairs neighbor is already exposed. They're already exposed online. They're already exposed everywhere. I could possibly expose them. I have incriminating evidence against my upstairs neighbor. So if shit goes down, it lands on them because they're the ones that were out in the open and very loud with what they were doing. The person hiding is the downstairs neighbor. I'm just saying, somebody's alone or they could be feeling alone. They created a monster while I was alone. I was alone. Work community. They're getting an undesired outcome in the work community. Because people are getting a second opinion now. Wow. Because this is a false prophet. People see them as a false prophet. People are talking about them. They cursed their contract. Confirmation sirens. Sirens came out when it said cursed contract. Now you hear them sirens. This person is riding from the inside out. A karmic woman is also a part of this. Father related, a karmic woman related to this father energy is riding from the inside out. And they got an attitude because they're entrapped. And they go into prison. You can stop trying to siphon me while I'm doing divination because all you're going to do is make your situation worse. You riding from the inside out and you try to do some type of sacral chakra to me, sacral magic attack, because that's what you're doing right now. While I'm doing a reading. And all you're going to do is make the situation worse. Maybe that's why that siren came on, because every time they do spell work on me, the sirens come. So maybe they doing something and that was a warning. But you know what it is? You don't pay attention to the warnings, though. That's the problem with you. I just saw 34, 43. Unless I said, no, that was 54. I thought they said 34. Yeah, you were non-believers. You were non-believers. You didn't believe in me. Something about May. Somebody could be Somebody could be a Gemini. What's me? Gemini and what else? Taurus or Gemini. Or something happened in May. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. They could have had a tower moment in the springtime. Or Humpty Dumpty is about to have a great fall. Yeah, there was anonymous tip. Somebody snitched on them. Somebody snitched on them. Somebody snitched on these crazy energy vampires. They were on a journey to Nowhereville. Yeah, look. Kind of energy don't lie. Flip mode squad. Somebody flipped on them. Somebody gave an anonymous tip and snitched on them. Yeah, because they were committing spiritual suicide. This was spiritual suicide. They were trying to set me up for money fraud. And they were doing alchemy on me. They were doing magic. I'm not going to pluck no more because there's no point of plucking anymore because no more people is coming out. It's still sticking to the same people. The only extra person that came out was a father related. And this father related could be the son that's a religious figure because it's saying grandfather karmic, son religious figure. And then it says a karmic woman or a father related to a karmic woman or a karmic woman that's related to this father. Either way, it's a religious figure and a false prophet came out here. So this is a religious figure. There's a false prophet that's a part of the community that provides a public service. That's a part of some type of neighborhood watch. That's a part of some type of nonprofit bullshit organization. And they have connections to the government system, the governmental system, the judicial system. And this person is the downstairs neighbor. And this person's name is Alberto, Ito. Confirmation with that sound, whatever that was. This is somebody's father's side of the family. So it's a woman and a bunch of masculines. A feminine woman and two masculines. A karmic woman and two masculines. Because that's what I'm getting. Or this person is one person. But I'm getting Alberto is connected to this karmic grandfather. And this Alberto is the son to this karmic grandfather. And this Alberto is a religious figure, this false prophet. That's a downstairs neighbor, and they've been attacking me and doing spell work and paying people to cause me harm because they're jealous and envious of me. And they're being humiliated, and everybody's talking about them. And now they're even going to be even more talked about because now I got a name. And I'm not a person that gets names. The last name that I got was somebody named Miss Mavis. And that sounds like somebody that lived in this building. Or somebody that lived in my old building. That's the last name that I remember. There goes the upstairs neighbor. So, now whoever knows this Alberto is saying this Alberto was the fire starter. Alberto is the one that's been lying. Alberto is the master planner. Is the one that came up with a strategy. to lie and fabricate online, in the online community, in the work community. And they were being a counterfeit. They were being a copycat. They were replicating me. Oh, there you go. So this Alberto is getting exposed. This fake ass religious figure that's a part of this community. That by day they one way, by night they another. By night they creep around and do spell work on people. And they stalk me. Like now. They're watching right now. So somebody thought that they could swap my soul. Somebody thought they could sell my soul. Somebody thought they could sell my energy. Somebody thought that they could do dream magic on me. Somebody thought that they could spiritual organ harvest from me. And they were luring people and enticing people to act against their better judgment. They were paying people to fuck with me. They were paying people to do spell work on me. They were paying people to stalk me. They were paying people to harm me. Somebody put my life in jeopardy because they were jealous and envious of me. And because they had some type of connection to the government, to the community, they decided that they thought they had the power to put my life in danger. Now, everybody that participated, everybody that sat there and got a camera on their door to watch my coming and goings, everybody that sat there and turned a blind eye and knew what was going on and said nothing and allowed somebody to premeditate my unaliving, because that's what the fuck they were doing. It's just we're going to torment and torture her and drive her crazy. No, they was trying to unalive me. They violated my privacy, entered my home, stole my mail, and followed me in my neighborhood. Ain't nobody bugging when I say I'm a targeted individual. I got receipts. They done shut down all my social media all in one day. Because they was trying to take me out of here. So you lied on me. You try to say that I was already dead. And then you try to banish me off of social media to make it seem like I was unalived. Bitch, I got my fucking accounts back within a matter of 48 to 72 hours. Or I probably even waited a little longer. I probably let that shit go and then got it back later. You put me under a false marriage. Somebody lying, saying that they my mama when you not. Somebody saying they my husband when you not. Bitch, I ain't never been married. Ever. My last name is Sergeant. It has been Sergeant for the last 44 years of my fucking life, because that's how old I am. And I damn sure I know it ain't my mama that's attacking me, because my mama ain't no fucking Jezebel. She ain't a hoe, and she ain't out here hoeing. Puteando. She's too busy taking care of my son for the past 20 years. You try to make me sick. Try to make my animals sick. You try to ruin my life and bring danger and harm my life. You were trying to unalive me. All y'all participated in a premeditated murder. You were premeditating my murder. You were planning my death. You were strategizing and planning and preparing of ways to unalive me. And because you're getting exposed, you want to sit here and you want to still do dumb shit? That's probably why I got your name. If I got your name, that means my gifts have been upgraded. I have been upgraded. You thought you was going to cloak in my energy? You can't cloak in my energy. Now I got your name. I got your name and I know you the downstairs neighbor. And you a religious figure. There's a religious figure, a fake prophet, fake priest, fake pastor, fake whatever, fake spiritualist that lives downstairs, second floor, first floor, maybe in the apartments downstairs outside, right before you get into the main building. It says downstairs neighbor. And there's always somebody that slams their door. And I feel the vibration took a beat. Literally downstairs neighbor under me. Or it could be their family that got the camera on their door. That's always partying. Who knows? I still don't know who the downstairs neighbor is, but I know his name. And these are not young people, these are older people, because it's saying a grandfather and their son. And the karmic family. This Alberto with this karmic family and their grandfather. And whoever this karmic woman is to them, I just heard aunt. Karmic woman related to the father. A sister. I did see sister. Somewhere. A karmic female. I saw sister earlier. But I didn't pay no mind to it. And I did see aunt. Collect this piece out. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done exposing these fucking fools that continue to be in my energy. But I got a name today. That's the download. That's the message. This Alberto. That's in my energy. This downstairs neighbor and their fucking stupid ass family. You really exposed. You see, when you do dumb shit, you be thinking that you're powerful and you're not powerful. Now your whole government, your whole name, your nickname, if that is your nickname, now you exposed for real, for real. And anybody that does know you in this community, now they know that I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth, and now they know who you are. They know who my troublemaker is. For those that didn't know, now I know. Now they know that I know. And yeah, no, everybody knows that I know now who you are. At least your name. Now I just heard another name. I heard Javier. I don't know what that name is in English. And I don't know if that's spelled with a J or H. I think it's spelled with a J. Javier. I got another name, collective. But I'm not tapping into that energy right now. I don't feel like doing that. Javier is saying Javier is not listening. Javier is in one ear, out the other. Javier didn't listen. Javier is blaming me. Javier blames me. What you blaming me for, Javier? Resentment. Javier is holding some type of resentment. Because look it, by day they one way, by night they another, because they're getting exposed. I hear sirens. They can't think straight. So this other name, this other download that I just got right now before getting off the computer, Javier, was told to not to do something and they didn't listen, and now they blaming me. They holding some type of resentment because they being exposed for being an imposter, that they by day one way, by night another, and now they can't think straight. Whoever Javier is. Formaldehyde, they were trying to poison me. Formaldehyde is an odorless poisoning. So formaldehyde, somebody was trying to poison me with something that I couldn't smell. This is currently happening now. Somebody's trying to poison me with something now. Something's currently happening now. Old hags and somebody that's older. See, told you they were older. Sleeping Beauty. They try to poison me when I'm sleeping. Too many cards. Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble. Currently happening now. This person is in trouble. Whoever Javier is. Setup. They're doing some type of setup now. Uh-oh, they're in trouble for a setup. Javier. Divination. They doing something through divination. I said I was not going to pluck, and I'm plucking. The cat got somebody by the tongue and by their balls. They're being put into a spiritual coma. They in the panic room. Wow, because they were doing hydromancy. A brother not related to me. This is somebody's brother. Javier is doing water magic. I just heard upstairs neighbor. Somebody upstairs is named up. One of the upstairs neighbors named Javier. It says they saying that I pay for play, that I'm easy lady. They out here saying that I'm a hoe. Controlling. They were trying to control something. Yeah, they under judgment. Wow, Dumb and Dumber. Javier and Alberto. That's the names, 2 names. Dumb and Dumber. I'm done. They dealing with some childhood trauma. It says this moon magic ritual left a big mess. And they trying to clean up traces, evidences left behind. It says ex-lover, family involvement. Their ex-lover, family involvement, my ex-lover, family involvement, or their ex-lover, family involvement. A cousin related with their cousin related. A Miss Parker vibe, a MILF with an older woman. This could be this karmic woman who has a speech impediment. There's a Miss Parker vibe. Somebody has a speech impediment. Wow, they broke all types of laws. They broke all types of laws, and now they all fall down. That's what I'm seeing here. They all fall down, and they remote viewing me. They're watching me. They being spiritual spies. They have a swampy smell, and they out here trying to plot some type of revenge. They spiritual sexual abuse. They doing sex magic. They trying to torment and torture me. They trying to get me casted out in a home community. They siphon untamed energy. Now they can't handle the power backlash and they can't handle the heat. And they being haunted. They were out doing womb magic confirmation. Somebody was trying to siphon from my womb while I'm doing divination. Yeah, loyal. They see that I'm loyal. That's why, as seen on TV, they watching me. They trying to change plans, but they still getting exposed. They need to vacate the premises. These peeping toms. You can't read me. They out here trying to read me. They toxic. They didn't come correct in my energy. Oh, wow. Upstairs neighbor. What I said? I said upstairs neighbor. I'm done. Hydromancy. The only people that I know that do water magic is the upstairs neighbor because I got proof. I got receipts. The upstairs, there's somebody that's upstairs. That's name is Javier. The downstairs neighbor is Alberto. They could be brothers. Because the brothers keep coming out. Upstairs neighbor and downstairs neighbor came out. The name Alberto and Javier. Anyway, I guess that's the end of that. I'm not pulling no more. Because everything that I said came out. So we got Alberto and a Javier. Downstairs neighbor is saying one of the downstairs neighbor. The downstairs neighbor is called Alberto. And the upstairs neighbor, that's name is Javier. And then the other people that came out was a cousin related, a MILF, a Miss Parker vibe. They out here doing spiritual organ harvesting. They're doing spiritual sexual abuse. Somebody has a speech impediment. Dumb and dumber. They need to vacate the premises. They out here lying, saying that I'm a hoe. That I sell my ass. Please, give me a fucking break. I'm being liberated. Because I got blind faith. They were doing moon magic on me. They were doing moon magic and now they're feeling depleted, anorexic, and malnourished. They were trying to cause me an eviction. Now they need to vacate the premises. These troublemakers. The future. No weapon form against me will prosper. No weapon form against my future. Yeah, they can't hide. Now they can't hide. They're having a midlife crisis because of their unfulfilled goals. That's not my fucking problem. You want to attack me because you didn't fulfill your goals? They're all about to meet the coroner because the lies are unfolding. What they did in the past. The next door neighbor also involved. Wow. The next door neighbor, all the neighbors is coming out collected right before I end this reading. It says ashes to ashes, dust to dust. They're being disintegrated. Now the rats is running. It says you are a chosen one the world is calling for. I'm a chosen one the world is calling for. It says their actions against me will have them in great regret. It says the devil is sick for trying to be a slick prick and being a trick prick. They trying to block my throat now. They couldn't dim my light. Now they want to fight me. They trying to get me fired. The illusion is on them and now they clueless. I'm connected to Earth. They was doing this all for social status. They downplayed my gifts and my talents and they try to water me down. Now they have no lives. They wanted to come up. Now they're imagining their own funeral and ending. Wow. Because I'm undefeated and they're a fraud. Someone's travel plans have been impacted because they're being exposed. A storm is coming. Somebody needs to step forward and they need to stop rebelling and challenging authority, which is God. Yeah, they were so desperate to win, collective. And saying in due time, everything will be fine for me. Yeah, because they can't avoid the truth no more. I'm a triple threat. They stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. In my current home and work community, I'm so done. Abusers in my current home and work community. Someone's travel plans have been impacted. A storm is coming for this dark worker. I'm done. And a karmic family. Confirmation with this karmic family. Now I'm that was trying to sabotage me. Collective, peace out. I think I exposed everybody. Everybody want to come on. If I keep plugging more, yeah, there's about to be a confession. That's what I see. Somebody is trying to attack my heart. They're sending me heart chakra attacks now. You can attack my heart all you want. Just understand, the more that you attack me, the faster your karma is gonna come for you. Or you can confirmation. My battery is running low on the computer. Yeah, people are losing respect for you. And now you're dying out. Just like my computer is, the battery is dying, your battery is dying. You don't got no power. Your magic is not gonna work. You thought you were a know-it-all energy and you didn't know shit. Let me end this before this fucking ends on me and this fucking live don't end. Peace out, collective. I'll check y'all tomorrow. You have a good night.